Hi, Scott Keffer, founder and creator of the Donor Motivation Program, where we show leading charities across the United States and Canada how to remove their biggest plan giving obstacles and double the results from their plan giving efforts with limited time and money. Well, one of the big questions today, as nonprofits are facing some pretty daunting challenges economically, is really coming to an understanding that so are donors. And so charities often ask me, well, what are donors really struggling with? And I put down 5 things that are really fears and concerns for every donor. And I don't care what income level, what wealth level they're at, they're all concerns. Number 1 is the fear of losing their wealth. That's their biggest concern. Back in 2005, I want you to think about this, they polled a group between 1 million and 10 million. So these are very successful. Now, in the United States of America, depending on which year, but if you look at the people who have actually accumulated $1 million and more, there's typically it's about 3 out of every 100. So if you put 100 Americans, and it's a little bit less in Canada, right, there would typically be 3 that had accumulated that kind of wealth. Between 1 and 10 million, they asked them, number 1, what do they consider themselves? In other words, how would they label themselves? And if you ask those who work with them, and I don't care if it's in the charitable sector or any other sector, the folks that help them call them either wealthy or rich. Very interesting. But if you ask those people, how would you label yourself? You know, how would you describe yourself financially? They would say middle class or upper middle class. So there's this huge disconnect in terms of understanding the mindset of these people who are in that range, 1 million to 10 million, which is a very important range, right, 65 plus for plan giving. So number 1 is having the mindset that they're having, and number 2 is understanding their biggest concern. Well, they asked them, how many of you are afraid, fearful of running out of money? Running out of money. So what would you think? How many out of every 10 was fearful of running out of money? Was it 5 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 7 out of 10, or 6 out of 10? What do you think? 5, 9, 7, 6. Well, the answer was, in 2005, 9 out of 10 in that 1 million to 10 million range were very concerned about running out of money. Isn't that interesting? How many would it be today? Think about it. I always say it's 10 out of 10, right? Are super fearful about that. And if in that 1 million to 10 million they're afraid, below a million it's the same thing. So unless you can help donors with their number 1 concern and start there, they're not going to be open to what you want to talk to them about. So that's fear number 1. In the future tips, these plan giving tips, I'm going to share the other 4 concerns and how you, as a development professional, can really use those fears as the number 1 way in which you can connect with your donors and help them focus on you and your mission when you solve their biggest fear. So hopefully you've got a lot of value of this plan giving tip. The work that you do is very important and very powerful, not only for today but our future as nations. So be encouraged about the work you do, and hopefully these are helping you become a better and better plan giving development professional. Have a great day.